Although I would love to see Proxy Tempest.
Yes. That's actually the only reason why...
That's the silver lining.
Yes, I would love to see Haas go Proxy Tempest against Bomber. There's a chance. I actually think that he might do it, because it seems like he definitely has his funky shoes on today against Jaedong. Cannon rushing in game 1 and proxying a Twilight Council and the Dark Shrine in game 2.
I think we're going to see the most solid Jaedong of all time here. I think he's going to be safe. He's going to scout very well, very thoroughly, and I think he's just going to crush the living guts out of Haas. He's just going to...
But you know it though, Ben, if you try to be too safe against everything, you might fall behind against something.
Not Jaedong.
Well, we'll
Not
see.
Jaedong. This is going to be Denzel Washington, Man on Fire Jaedong, where he's just going to go on a killing spree.
Jaedong was one of the most consistent players of WCS America 2013 with a second place finish in Season 2 and a semi-final, so basically a third, fourth place finish in Season 3. That was extremely well done by him. He was not part of any of the WCS seasons in Season 1. So Ben, he played 2 seasons, 2 times a top 4 finish. The only player that can say that he did better than that was Spolt, as he of course won Season 2 and 3. However, this time he's struggling more than ever in the round of 32. Perhaps, you know, this kind of shows as well how tough WCS America has become.
Yeah, it's definitely become a very challenging competition. I mean, just a couple of weeks ago, we saw Jaedong with a top 4 finish at IEM alongside the likes of Polt and Hero. And now we are looking at him on the brink of elimination from the tournament that so many people expected him to cruise through on into the round of 8.
Yep. Or maybe even further than that.
Yeah.
Season 3.
But I mean, you just expect round of 8 to be automatic for Jaedong. It's just
Yes.
Jaedong's here, he's going to be round of 8.
Alright, Jaedong is going to cruise to the round of 32.
Polt's going to be round of 8. Taej's
Round
gonna
of
be round of
16 could be tricky, but you know, if things go well for him, he should be fine. Jaedong has opened spawning pool before hatchery in the previous 2 games. I am pretty sure that he's going to do it once more. While I say that though, Ben, he is sending out a drone, while Haas on the other side of the map has opened up with a 13 forge. So our Taiwanese Protoss player is getting the scenario that I think he hoped for, and will most likely drop some cannons, like it's hot.
Every time Jaedong has played against Cannon Rush today, he has won.
Yeah, and every time he opened with pool first. This time he opens hatch first. But Haas actually seemed like he...
No, he didn't go pool first. Every time he's gone
No.
pool first, he's lost.
He went pool first.
Not on Altuzine.
Oh my god. Well, this is a different cannon rush than I had in mind.
What? What?
He's gonna make sure nothing
What?
is ever...
What the? What? This is this.
What
Somebody tell Haas that this does not actually make sense. There's no reason to
Well,
invest 600 minerals in pylons.
yeah, you're laughing, but he has practiced this, man. So you can laugh all you want, but there's probably a pretty good shot that this is going to work.
This is never going to
No?
work.
Oh, we'll see. I'm pretty sure that he has practiced this before. Jaedong is losing a lot of mining
Is that a
time.
gateway?
Yes. Maybe this is actually part of the strat, so the Zealots can run through. One cannon is about to finish up. Jaedong will be absolutely trapped on 2 bases, man.
He can just kill the rocks. If he can build a
that's
spine
true.
crawler and you can kill the rocks
That's
and
true,
go
I
off the
forgot
back.
about the rock. Still though, this cannon is gonna do some work. This wall is up, more he cancels the gate, okay. This is a bizarre cannon rush. Someone should tell Haas that there is a more economic way to do this. However, it might still work.
This cannot work.
Well, if these 3 cannons, there's only 1 cannon right now. Actually, Jaedong can start cancelling some. He's gonna drop pylons here as well.
I don't think that last spine crawler is ever going to finish.
Oh, wow! In the blink of an eye, or like on the edge. In the closing moments, Ben, I think that Jaedong is in a little bit of trouble.
This
You started
cannot
laughing,
work.
but I see 3 cannons right now shooting at spine crawlers. I see spine crawlers being cancelled at rapid speed. I see a Protoss with more workers than a Zerg.
And there is no way for Jaedong to get another hatchery.
Unless he kills the rocks. Well, Ben. Do the commentary, please.
I'm trying to find the words. But, so I mean, it looks like this hatchery's dead. Jaedong is going to have a couple of spine crawlers on the low ground, but he can't actually reposition them to fight the cannon. He ends up actually canceling one.
And now Hess is like, cool. I'll drop a gateway. I'm
And
going to expand.
there is literally no way for Jaedong to secure a base now.
Well, unless he breaks the rocks, but as you said as well, that's going to take half an hour. This is not the end of the world just yet. It is dicey. It is bad. It would have been amazing for Jaedong if he at least had like maybe one drone out on the map, so he can drop a hatchery over here, or maybe even over here and attack up to layer and go swarm host. Do something crazy, like something that could have potentially worked.
What are his choices? I sort of think it's just Baneling Bust or something like a Nidus, but yeah, Nidus is so all in.
Hal sacrifices both probes that he had because he wanted to make sure that he got a scout off, and he sees both extractors. I think he could have clicked on this extractor as well because he had plenty of time, and he realizes that he has time as well because, you know, not a whole lot of gas has been mined just yet. It has to be Nidus. Anything else just, yeah, no.
What does the pylon wall look like? So even if you did bust it with banelings, you'd need like a ton of them to kill all the pylons.
Yeah, and that's super risky as well. If one more gate goes down behind this, it's just full wall off.
And then there's yet another wall on the other side of the map, which Haas is safe behind.
Yeah,
so.
then Haas can just send a probe over here and take this next row.
A double Evo actually go down from Jaedong. We're gonna.
And 1-1 Baneling Bust? 1-1 Hydra push?
I'm not.
I don't really understand. I think Jaedong is as confused as we are. But
how much did he have to spend for this to work? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
excellent.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10 buildings plus at least 2 more that were cancelled.
Yeah, but this is the type of cannon rush that you cannot just cancel your hatch and expand somewhere else.
You're right.
This is the type of cannon rush that if it goes up, you're stuck. And Jaedong knew that, so Jaedong was like, well, I can't have this happening, so Jaedong was not mining all the time. And he tried at all costs to defend it, while normally you can just be as a Zerg like, you know, to hell with it, I'm gonna take my base somewhere else, and that's completely fine. But Jaedong had nothing out on the map.
The follow-up for Haas is almost certainly going to be just a big immortal push.
Yeah.
As we see the Robo going down, he's getting double cannon back at home because he does not want to take any risks. Triple cannon back at home. Quadruple cannon back at home.
Wow. I'm surprised that he invests all these cannons into the natural, that he's not worried about a Nidus. Like, if there would be a Nidus, then...
I mean, he has vision of his main, so he just has to send probes over there.
Yeah, and a Polar Knight is not a very big map either, so there's not like a whole lot of surface area that a Nidus can go up undetected.
Busting out with Lings and Queens once more.
Oh, wow.
And he will...
We'll see him do so. Man, Jaedong has done that surprisingly well.
Time and time again.
I think that Haas, did he cancel some of these gates? Cannons? Yeah, he cancelled two of them. I think that's very smart because...
So 34 drones to 36 probes. The follow-up is definitely Immortal All In. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more
I think
gates.
it's going to be Roddy build.
7 gates.
You know, just 16 minerals in the natural, 16 in the main, 2 gates, and then you just make a prism and an observer. Yeah, this is really sick. Jaedong is going to scout it immediately with his overseer, and what do you do against this? A lot of spine crawlers is good. If you can somehow get infestors out, that's very good.
He's going to have 1/1 Lings, and with spines, it should be pretty hard to break.
Lings is not good enough, because if you can wipe in Zealots from 7 gates, it doesn't matter if it's 1/1 or
3-3
0. Well, 3-3 would 3-3 would do the job.
3-3 with adrenal glands.
Yes, that would do the job, but the Lings alone is not good enough. You really need roaches to defend against unlimited amount of gateway units being warped in. I've done this build a gazillion times. Hal's actually going to try to force your Jaedong out of his main ban, and Jaedong doesn't really have a whole lot of units in his main, but he sees it in time.
But there's the warp in.
Yeah, it's how many? It's 19 against 19. This is, okay, +1 is not ready yet. If there's ever a moment to fight, this might be the moment. I think that you can still drop good force suits, I guess.
I think that's a pretty reasonable fight for Jaedong. But does he have enough? Is there enough Zerglings here? Do we see the Spinecrawler repositioning? Queens are trying to help fight. But there's going to be another warp in, and there are not... Oh my god, this cannot be happening right now. The Queens are being transfused very well. The last of the initial Zealots go down.
Zerglings is not good enough, man. You really need roaches against this. Haas with a lot of Zealots in the main base. Spinecrawlers are being repositioned. Jaedong is microing for his WCS America
The Queens can right-click on that warp prism.
There's a pylon in his base as well, man.
It's done. That's it.
8 more Zealots with +1 being wiped into the main base, and the upset of all upsets so far in WCS America, perhaps in any WCS region, is that Jaedong is going to be our first player to be eliminated of WCS Group D. What?
Unbelievable. Hats off to Haas for finding a way to make it happen. Unorthodox play, highly aggressive play, and at the end of the day, Haas wins the match and sends Jaedong packing, there will be no Jaedong in the round of 16. He will have to fight tooth and nail to make it back into WCS next season.
Because he's all the way at the bottom now.
And Haas, the unlikely hero, will move on to the final match against Bomber. Haas, could he possibly become the Legend Killer?
That would be one hell of a run.
Loses to Arthur and beats Jaedong.